works in manufacturing, and often there are delays. So he needs to let our internal clients know when the new date, when the parts will be available. And often it's it'll be 15 days out, 30 days out, 45 days out. And when you try to look at a calendar and understand what date that is, it can be a little tedious to do that. So in AutoHotKey, I wrote him a basic script that allows him to just hit a button. It pops up and says, how many days out are we projecting for? We'll say 45. And this actually normally isn't shown. I'm showing it here for this purpose for the video, so you can see it. So it's saying your projection date is 9/14. You hit OK. And actually what happens is on the clipboard, it puts the text your parts will be able on, and then the date that we had selected. So once again, if I come in here and say, oh, it's 1, so it's tomorrow. Of course, we wouldn't do that, but that tomorrow is the 1st, or 65. Right, so you can see how easy this is to calculate how many days out. And the script itself is very short. These first few lines are just to make sure there's only one version running. Allow me to reload it because I was working on this. This button runs the script, which creates an input box and stores the value as user input. This is the title and how many days out. So if I pop this up here, you'll see the days out. This is the title of this message box, and then the text here, how many days out. This is telling it to just make it a certain size, just to make sure I didn't have any wrapping or anything going on here. Obviously I could build on some other things to make sure it's a numeric value, but because he's the only one using this, it's not a concern to worry about. And then actually if I hit cancel here, that's what this if error does. If we cancel out of it, it says return and go back to the top, and it stays running. But it doesn't try to continue on with no value, because that would not make any sense. And then right here, it's actually just blanking the date value, because if you've run this before, it would store that. And then you take the user input. This is what we collected from right here. This is where AutoHotKey is telling store that variable here, or whatever the person types in there, and then add that to the date, to today's date, and bring it back, I think, in days. And then we're messing with the formatting here, and here's where I put my message box. So the future date, so let's do this 5. This is where I'm in a message box I'm showing you now. So here's the title, future date, your projected date is, your projected date is, and then I'm typing in the variable. I'm actually this period here in space, period, space. With the quotes here, I'm concatenating this text in quotes, space, period, and then a variable, which allows it to put it all on one line. And that's what's copying to the clipboard, which is why when I paste, this is what comes out. That's it. Thanks.